Hi, this video is all about troubleshooting problems with a NOO electric, new electric ham it up in SDRSharp software package. And we're going to take this from the beginning because the problem is that it runs okay with the dongle, but as soon as the ham it up unit gets involved, things become more complicated, at least to me, and I need your help in figuring out what's going wrong. So here's a general layout of the equipment. The laptop is a Lenovo ThinkPad. It's 8 gigabytes and 500 gigabytes of disk space. Not that that matters a whole lot, I imagine. It runs pretty quick. It's the main computer in the process. We have over here the new electric dongle, which you're familiar with. It's the Mini 2 Plus. And right here we have the ham it up up converter. What is going on here is this antenna is the antenna to the up converter is actually being fed by my ham radio, call it an inverted V, but there's a lot of wire up there. It's a very good antenna, and we have it feeding into the antenna port on the up converter. I'll show you where we plug in. This is the power port for the up converter. We'll put that on in a bit. This is the USB cord from the laptop, which powers the up converter. Here is the connection between the up converter and the new electric dongle, and we're going to be running it with a switch in the bypass mode initially to show you how the dongle itself works on FM. So with that, we'll go to the next stage when I'll have this thing. Okay, we're coming back here. I have connected the power to the ham it up, although you can't see it. Well, I guess we'll move it around here a little bit. Here's the ham it up converter right here, and you can see that well, I don't know if you can see these lights or not, but the LED amber light is lit, which is always lit when the power's on. And in this case, because we have the bypass switch set in the in position as opposed to the bypass position, the red LED is lit. I've also entered into the display, or into the SDRSharp program, one of the offsets that I've seen on YouTube, which is showing here. We are in the 40-meter ham band right now. This spectrum screen should be loaded with signals, totally, completely loaded with signals. And basically we have a flat line. I have checked all of my other settings. If we go up to the settings, I'm using, in this case, the quadrature sampling. If I were to change over to direct sampling, it doesn't change the spectrum as far as what is there or not there. There's a couple of odd spikes in this area, but they're really not signals within the 40-meter ham band. We should be hearing all kinds of shortwave stations in this area, all kinds of ham stations in this, but nothing. The antenna is very good. Everything is good except what I believe is the ham it up converter. Now this, by the way, is my second ham it up converter. I sent the first one back thinking it was defective. In plugging this one in, I'm finding that, whoops, I'm getting exactly the same results as I did with the first one. So I either have a problem with my settings in SDR, or I have a problem with the ham it up converter, and I cannot understand what the problem would be here. I mean, it couldn't be simpler. It's getting power, it's got a great antenna connection, the connection to the dongle is fine. I've checked the continuity, everything works. If I go to bypass and go up to the FM frequencies, I take this completely out here and head up to 100 megahertz or so on the FM broadcast, and then I've also got to do let's see, I don't want to zoom it in like that. And we also have I'm going to add some more bandwidth in here. And let's see, go into quadrature sampling. Playing. Here comes our FM stations. And if I turn up the volume, now I've got something a bit odd here. It's in the way I've set up my, oh, here it is right here. I don't know why this order has to be low, but on the lowest setting then we get the FM broadcasting. Notice that the dongle is set in the bypass position as you'd expect. If I, on this particular band, go ahead and insert it, basically by going into the in position, it clearly has got the converter in because it's eliminated all the FM signals. Of course, you saw from the previous screen, we get no signals on the bands where we should be. So, help. That's the answer. Help me, please.